Almost there. And it's live, but it's not live. I don't know. Hello, everybody. It's Matt from RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com, being joined by my very good daughter, Gabriella. Welcome. And today we're here to answer your Royal Caribbean cruise questions. Thank you for joining us here. Every Monday we're live right here on YouTube, hanging out, answering, talking Royal Caribbean. And we're going to answer as many questions as we can tonight. Starting, of course, with the most important question, which is how many days until your next Royal Caribbean cruise? Type your countdown in chat. Let us count down together. Before the broadcast began, we had some super chats even before it began. So thank you very much. Jill F. Jill, 19 days until the boyfriend and I sail on Symphony. Have you ever seen a proposal on a cruise? And can you tell us about Blue Hole Jamaica? Thanks, you rock. Have you ever seen anyone get proposed to on a cruise ship? I think I must have at some point. Or at least like I was in a room and then you hear a bunch of people cheering. But sure. In terms of what to do in Blue Hole Jamaica, I've heard good things about it. I've not been there myself. I would like to go there if I was going to go back to Falmouth. I don't have any cruises to Falmouth that I think get booked currently, but it seems like a good place. Just a very long distance back and forth. Ian Hunter, thank you for the super chat. Have a guaranteed suite on Odyssey in 45 days and expecting a junior suite. With the junior suite, can we use the suites early embarkation time, or is it only for higher suites? And the answer is you can definitely get in the priority embarkation for a junior suite. It'll show suite on your set sail patch. Let them know you're staying in a suite. You don't need to discern that you're in a junior suite, and you can totally get in on that. So that is no problem at all. Michelle Taylor. Michelle, thank you for the super chat. Back from Mariner, had an amazing time. Now need to book another. Yep. What are your thoughts on Mariner of the Seas, Gabby?
You can see the hallways you can see the end of the hall, like the other side of the hallway from the end of the hallway.
Yes, and your favorite, the pink hallways. Gabby likes newer ships, and she doesn't know all the classes, but she does know that if the hallway is pink, it's an older ship. Nicole Crawley. Nicole, thank you for the super chat. Oh, there's your message. Going on Freedom of the Seas on April 8th. Best tip for a first-time cruiser. I mean, you're already doing like half the things you need to be doing right now. Do your online check-in.
Oh, you can go to the Taylor Swift tribute party.
We'll tell them about it.
Oh,
speak up and tell them.
There's like this, the pop singer, I think, as long as it's the one it's supposed to be, is Ellie. And she does this like whole Taylor Swift tribute night. It's really fun.
There's a lot of people that were in on that. But do your online check-in, research your ports, have plans for whatever you're going to be doing over there, and obviously pre-book anything in the cruise planner that you're thinking about doing, and then do what Gabby said. Look through the app a couple days before your cruise. I'm not sure if the app is fully loaded yet for your 8th, so you're about a week away. So maybe by like Thursday or so, take a look what's in there and see what's available to book. Or at least plan on going to. Nicole Lombardi, also back from Mariner this season. Awesome cruise. Cannot wait for the next one. Nice. Looking forward. That's going to be some good plans there. Now is an opportunity to start planning that next cruise. We got a lot of countdowns in the chat. My next cruise coming up is going to be Freedom of the Seas, May 20th at this point.
When is that happening?
You're not going.
Of course not.
You'll be in school. Let's see here. Matt Hins from MEI Travel is here. Hello, Matt. Good to see you. Becky Menken from MEI Travel is here. Hello, Becky. Welcome. Matt hired someone to hide the printer while on air. You can still see the printer over there. They get very obsessed with the printer and the fact that it's on the floor. Kelly Scalar from MEI Travel is here as well. Hello, Kelly. Mark Rowland. Mark, thanks for the super chat. 46 days to Radiance or Rhapsody. One of the two. 60 days to Anthem. Safe to assume a guarantee suite will be a junior suite? Probably. I would say that there's more than likely that's going to be the case. Theoretically, it could be higher, but yeah, Mark, don't temper your expectations. Do you know if the Radiance at May 17th will have 3 main dining room seatings yet? I don't know, Mark. Royal Caribbean is in the process of rolling it out. Of course, Royal Caribbean has not announced what the rollout schedule is, so we don't yet know. I don't know which ship and when. It's just best you could do, Mark, is maybe ask your travel agent about available dining times and see if that third one is there yet or not. Let's see here. Oh, Audrey went to Blue Hole. It was gorgeous, but we rushed through and they cut out part of the excursion So that was a huge bummer. Yeah, the travel time really cuts in on what would make otherwise, I think, a really amazing tour. But yeah. Let's see here. Next question. Don and Judy say hello to you. You've met them before. Not that you've spot them, but name wise. Is the milkshake included in the refresher packets on Icon of the Seas? If you go to there's no Jenny Rockets on Icon. They changed it since when I went on Icon on the inaugural, it was not. And then I believe they did. Chat, help me out on this one because I've not been on Icon since the inaugural. But I remember certain things like Base Camp, Pier 7, and I think the milkshakes were changed or at least give a stipend for that one. So, Sean, thank you for the super chat. 2 weeks till Freedom of the Seas. So excited for the Hideout Cabana. That is amazing. Yeah, that's the new cabanas in the adults only area. Really, really good. Chris, what's that? It was very nice. You enjoyed in your time on the ship, didn't you? Last cruise, the adults went to Hideaway and the kids stayed on the ship.
I mean, sleeping till 10:30 was pretty nice.
So there you go. Chris Sabbatical, thank you for the super chat. 5 days till Icon. Thanks for all that you do. This is our first cruise and we feel prepared. Thanks for all the mission you provide. You are very welcome. Jordan wants to do, what are some things to do in Puerto Plata? So Puerto Plata is the port we went to on Celebrity that had the monkeys. Remember we did the lazy river.
Yeah.
And then you went to that monkey.
Did you play with the monkeys?
I would not play with the monkeys.
They're so cute.
They climbed all over you.
Except they do poop on you.
That's all you need to know right there. But there is a major port area. So when you get down there, it's a big establishment. There's like a pool, and there's lazy river. There's this monkey. Some of these things are complimentary. Like the pool is free and lazy river is free, but the monkeys are not. That does cost extra. There's some bars and some shopping. It's not a bad place to spend your day, quite frankly. Not very authentic, but you get the idea. Next question is from Aaron. Going on Utopia this season, August, looking for stuff for my son that likes the chill side. What are some good things to do? Gabby, what would you do that's chilling out on like a Utopia, like a Wonder of the Seas, that kind of ship?
Go to the Teens Club.
That's a chill side.
If you're good at making friends, go to the Teens Club.
Okay, that's a good idea. I mean, hanging out at the pool, reading a book, kind of depends on how chill you really want to be there.
Do not go wasting your cruise reading a book.
Let's see here. Next question. Let's see here. Lots of countdowns here. Lauren, you have no countdowns at the moment. Not good. Not good. Jamie, have you ever put a group together to purchase a cabana on Coco Key? Yeah, we've done this in the past. In fact, a lot of times, quite frankly. Usually, and I'm wondering if you're asking about the logistics. Basically, whoever buys the actual cabana buys the cabana. That's pretty self-explanatory. You don't need to provide the names and cabin numbers until you get on board the ship. And even then, that's more of an optional thing. But when you go to book it, you don't need to do anything. Then theoretically, you're probably get a phone call from the Shore Excursions team when you get on board the ship, asking for the names and cabin numbers so they can account for it. But don't feel like obliged. You absolutely need to do that. It just like makes it a little bit easier. As long as they have the person who booked the cabana's name when they get to the cabana area, that should suffice. Jennifer Fuchs. Jennifer, thank you for the super chat. I don't see a message from you, Jennifer, but thank you. I'll keep an eye out for Jennifer's message there. Lauren Wolfinger, thank you for the super chat. Any tips for sail away on Anthem? I assume the main deck will be packed, so want to know less popular spots we should seek out. I mean, there'll be people up there, don't get me wrong, but it's not necessarily going to be as busy as you might think. Also, Laura, it depends. Maybe I called her Lauren before. I don't know. Anyway, Laura. Also, depending on the time of year you're going, like if you're going at a time in which it's still kind of chillier out, especially in New York, it might not be that busy. But the bottom line is the best spot, my favorite spot for sail away on the pool deck is up by the North Star Bar. It's a great spot, good vantage point. It's outdoors. If you want to have the dance party and do the wobble, you love doing the sail away parties, don't you? But you love the wobble. Anyway, there's a dance party over there. Otherwise, if you really wanted more of a chill spot, Laura, certainly Solarium. It's going to have a much more quiet vibe there. That would be a good spot for you. But there's not a lot of spaces within the ship that look outside. So you really, if you want to see a view, and New York Harbor is pretty nice, or Southampton if you're doing that, I would definitely recommend being up on one of the upper decks. If you go towards the front of the back, it's usually a lot less crowded. Jonathan, thank you for the super chat. Joining Serenade of the Seas World Cruise in 80 days in Ravenna for 11 nights. Nice. Is the embarkation process different since it's a port day for the world cruisers? I don't know that for a fact, whether it's different. I wouldn't imagine it is, quite frankly. Of course, I think maybe your question is how different is it from whatever, but it shouldn't be that different than anything else. Ravenna is a major embarkation port for cruise ships anyway. Like a lot of the Adriatic cruises go out of there. So I don't think it'll be any different than anything else. Just obviously there'll be a lot more people on board the ship. That's probably the biggest difference. Michael wants to know what activities are available on board the ship when in port. A lot of them are available. Depends on the ship and the itinerary, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But here's what you can do, Michael. Go to RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. And then on our main menu, there's a link for cruise compasses. Click on that. And there you can find a cruise compass from your ship and probably itinerary and get an idea exactly of what's available. What the pools are open. The Windjammer will be open. There'll be stuff for you to do over there. Let's see here. Bill is going on Anthem in June to Norway. Nice shirt, Gabby. Are the pools heated? It depends. On Anthem. There's an indoor pool, Bill. So that's the best thing. I don't know about the main pool, but the indoor pool. Remember, there's the main pool. There's the indoor pool, which anybody can use. And there's the solarium, which is also indoors. What?
It's the only pool I actually like using.
Okay, well, you got that. You got Gabby's seal of approval on that one. So you have an indoor pool, which is a really nice option, Bill. Hope that you find that to your liking. Does Symphony of the Seas have WoW bands? Yes, they do. Donna, family of 9 going in June on Quantum to Alaska. Someone's probably going to propose. Where would be a good spot for this? Quantum. I'm trying to think of like boy, you're asking the wrong person on this one, but I don't know, Gab, if you're going to propose somewhere, you want someone to propose to you on a ship like, do you remember Quantum or Odyssey, that kind of style ship with a real esplanade?
Don't do it in the Windjammer.
That's a great tip. Don't ever propose in the Windjammer. Probably not a good idea.
Either, I think if you're roller skating, that would be cute.
Or dangerous. One of the two. Whatever. There you go. Roller skating.
Or if your team loses at Playmakers, you can make it up to them by proposing.
There you go. Scary, thanks for the super chat. Greetings from Harmony. Just wanted to let you know we tried to follow your lead and skip the drink package. We only made it 6 hours and caved. Embarkation day is tough, dude. I don't blame you. Like when you go with no drink package, you think it's really easy. But embarkation day is like, it's a long day. It's just like skipping the internet package. It's easier said than done. But enjoy your cruise, and I'm sure you got your money's worth out of that. Let's see here. Patrick McBride. Patrick, thank you for the super chat. I don't see a message from you, Patrick. All right, you got a question for you though. Christopher wants to know for you, Gabby. What is your opinion on teens' activities going on Harmony of the Seas? Favorite activities or activities to skip?
Okay, I can go off of like old cruises since I don't think I ever been to the Teens Club on Harmony. But go the first night to make friends. But if you don't make friends, then there's no real point in going. Like me and my friend didn't really make any other friends, so we just didn't go the rest of the cruise. Because then everyone has their own friend groups or whatever. Activities, do the scavenger hunt. Those are fun. Everything else kind of sucks.
Anyway, thanks for that, Gabby. Chris, thanks for the super chat. What is your favorite thing to do on a sea day on smaller ships? Honestly, take a nap.
Do not go on smaller ships.
Not into sun tanning. I take a nap. Go to trivia. Trivia is a really fun sea day activity for sure. There's many different ones, many different kinds. Belize or Costa Maya excursion ideas. And Costa Maya, Maya Chan, even Gabby gives it a thumbs up as a must-do over there. It's really, really good. Belize, I don't really have a good one to recommend, unfortunately, Chris. Years and years and years ago, we did an excursion to Goff Key, Goff, and it's like a little small private island. It was a cool idea, but there was no shade. So it's got to be 10 years now. So it may have changed since then, but didn't love that one a lot. Let's see here. What's the best thing about Radiance of the Seas? Probably the itineraries, Michelle. In a lot of cases, if you're going to Alaska, then the itinerary that you're going to get is far superior than the itinerary on some other ships that go over there. That's the biggest thing. I do like the fact
Isn't that where you got COVID?
No, that was Serenade. but same class. You're right.
Don't go on Serenade, and if you do, don't stay in our room.
I think it's gone now. It's
You
left.
don't know that.
It has to have a dedicated movie theater, and I do like the pub on board. It's very nice. This is my daughter Gabby. Karen wants. We mentioned this at the earlier. So Gabby's 13, cruised a lot. You have like 400 and something points in Royal Caribbean, I think now.
Almost 500.
Almost 500. So on her own, like she still gets our. Well, she's Diamond Plus.
Then again, you just want me to beat your friends.
That's right.
So
Well, just Michael Poole.
Okay.
Yeah, just him. Next question. Let's see here. Robert Williams. Robert, thank you for the super chat. Just wondering if I have the key. Is it important to check in when it's first available? Also, is it possible to roll up twice? You can definitely, I would say with the key, it's still good to check in as early as you can. When you have the key, there's a special boarding time for the key at the very beginning. If you were to miss that time, then you'd fall back on your original time that you got in the check-in process. So yes, there's still reason to check in and get an early time. And is it possible to roll up twice? I don't believe so. I don't recall anybody being able to do that on there. Let's see here. Richard Simpson, thank you for the super chat. Just got off Harmony yesterday, had a great time. Maya Chan was awesome. What do you know about Seize the Day and Sonesta and St. Thomas, St. Martin Wonder going April 25th? I'm not familiar with whatever that is. Is that, I assume those are tours. Maybe somebody in our chat knows those things. But in general, Richard, if no one in the chat can help you, you might want to search for this tour names on our message boards at royalcaribbeanblog.com. We have a message board. We have a short excursion forum over there. Patrick, does Symphony have WoW bands? Yes, they do. Indeed, they do. Big Guy agrees with you. Reading a book on a cruise is a waste. Don't encourage her. Steven, thank you for the super chat. 5 Days Till Symphony, 25th anniversary. Since we were switched from Labadee to Falmouth, the app daily planner is showing hardly anything like it used to. Will that resolve after boarding? It can, yeah. I know that when itinerary changes happen, there is a lag factor. It's not a they got to like retool everything and kind of figure it all out. Don't worry about it. If you get on board the ship, it'll be all sorted out for you, and they'll figure those things out. But I'm not terribly surprised that you still don't see the correct things in the app. I forget which sailing it was. We were on one last year or something and something similar happened. And by the time we got to that day, it certainly was all sorted out. Let's see here. Island Trey 904, 274 days till Wonder. Thank you for the super chat. And Mandy, thank you for the super chat. 6 days till Wonder. Super excited. Booked the spa on the first day. Saw that gold members get 10% off. Do they apply it after the service is done? No. So if you booked the spa already, because you booked it ahead of time, you can't combine your Crown and Anchor discount. That 10% off that you're seeing would only apply if you booked it on board the ship.
So how much are we getting?
I forgot how much we get for being. Some of us are Pinnacle, some of us are not.
You want to book me?
Nope. But you could book that on board and get 10% off. Here's the catch, though. The price online is probably cheaper than the price on board, so it's like 6 of one, half a dozen of another kind of situation right there. Let's see here. Laura is confused about the last morning. If we choose to carry off our own bags, can we eat breakfast and get later than those getting help with their bags? Yes. If you're taking your own luggage off the ship, then it's your choice when you actually disembark. Now, you need to be out of your room by 8 o'clock in the morning, but you can totally, Laura, go to the Windjammer, wherever, main dining room, eat something, and then walk off at your leisure. Let's see here. Jessica says hello to you. Let's see here. Mark, I used to download cruise compasses from Royal Caribbean blog, but now can't figure it out. Tricks. They're only available for download on we have to enable it on every single compass there, Mark. So if you send me an email afterwards with the link to the cruise compass, I can enable that for you. Emily, any info on the Discovery class? Nothing else to report. Just that theoretically we might have an update by the end of the year.
What's Discovery?
It's a new, smaller ship they're probably going to be building. What's the face for? You don't like...
Tell them to stop making smaller ships.
It's going to be relatively small. It won't be as big as Icon. I don't think it'll be that small. Matt, thanks for the super chat. Sailing on Liberty in 7 days with another family of 4. We have a 5:30 set dining, and my time is booked up. In your experience, it's hard or impossible to get our time moved to 7. when it comes to this kind of situation, keep checking back because you have the set time and my time is booked up and you want to have another family join you. I'm assuming in the same one. I've asked to be put on the wait list. I know that you only have a cruise in 7 more days, but ask your travel agent to put you on or whoever on the wait list for the same time. If all else fails, say nothing gets resolved between now and your cruise, on embarkation day, go to the main dining room when the head waiter's there, which is usually like 1 o'clock or later, and ask again in person. They usually can help you out on that one. Let's see here. It's not my water. Where's my water? Scott, thanks for the super chat. Royal has been so good at accommodating dietary needs. Can we take some of their wonderful food with us off the ship for excursions? Generally not, actually. There's rules and regulations related to bringing food off the cruise ship. It's a little gray in some cases. Like in Cozumel, they actually have dogs that sniff everybody's bag looking for this. In most of the ports, they don't do this. The issue is essentially bringing certain foods like seeds and meats and things like that would be an issue. Like I brought Starbucks coffee off cruise ships before, but it does depend on the port.
You just sneak it off.
Yeah, I mean, in a lot of cases, sometimes you just sneak it off like a bag of Cheerios or something like that. We've done that before. But there are rules about it. Generally speaking, Scott, you should be prepared to walk off the ship without any food with you. I mean, bottled water is fine. But beyond that, they usually don't like that. In fact, many cases when you go through, before you disembark the ship, security will tell you, hey, you can't bring that off the ship. Michael G. Michael, thank you for the super chat. 6 days till Odyssey, 363 to Wonder, 545 till the revamped Allure. I think I need a 3 or 4 day in between. Any advice? What's your favorite short cruise, Gabby?
What do you mean short cruise?
Like 3 or 4 night cruise.
I'm not a fan of them, but
did you like Allure when we did those?
I'd say Allure for Mamma Mia and Independence for Greece.
There you go. Good shows on those for sure. Jennifer, got your super chat now. Going on Oasis next week. Can't wait. Can you tell me if the Hideaway Beach at Coco Key has changing rooms, or do I have to wait to board before reserving comedy shows? There's definitely bathrooms you can definitely change in. I don't know if they have like a specific changing room, but there are bathrooms with stalls you can go in. That's not a problem at all. Do you have to wait to board before reserving comedy shows? On Oasis, you should be able to book your I'm not sure when you're going next week. Too late. So if you look for the box office reservations, it's usually the app and the Cruise Compass as an opportunity to go make reservations. Also, when you get on board the ship, Jenna, first thing you do, here's step 1, open the Royal Caribbean app, connect to the Wi-Fi, or connect to Wi-Fi first, then open the app. Look to see if you can book the comedy show within the app. If you can't, then look for the box office reservations. You can go to guest services. They can help you as well with that. Aaron wants to know, question for you, Gabby, what activities will my kids actually enjoy at Adventure Ocean? Okay, before she answers, Aaron, she's a jaded teenager now. Not too long ago, she loved Adventure Ocean. So let's just put that out.
Okay, when I loved Adventure Ocean,
yeah,
Goggaball's fun if you win. Like, as long as you're not the youngest one there, you might have a chance of winning. Otherwise, all the older kids kind of, like, knock you out. So, like, when you do the Goggaball tournament and sometimes they'll, like, put the Voyagers and the
Explorers.
Yeah, that group together.
Model Magic?
No. I hated dodgeball.
Everybody loves dodgeball.
No. Depends on the ship you're on and who the people there are. But if you're in the teens club, you don't play that stuff. So.
Gaga Ball is definitely a big hit over there. Adam has a question for you. Thank you for the super chat.
It's not.
I'm also not an influencer, but thank you.
I don't even follow him. I only follow him on Instagram because I'm forced to.
T. Higgs wants to get everybody to give Gabby the thumbs up.
Yes, guys. I'm so amazing.
Rai, thank you for the super chat. Keep in mind for this next question, we're on the internet, and you need to temper your comments here.
Oh, here we go. He thinks he's weird. He thinks he is so funny.
I am funny.
And he's super bad at making jokes. The weirdest thing he's done on a cruise...
Nothing, because I'm just a really helpful dad.
Oh, literally stood by the fence for like 2 hours to wait for a dumb airplane to fly by.
That was at Maho Beach over there. Okay, so going back to the Goff Key suggestion, thank you, Freight Train. Went to Goff Key last week and they had great snorkeling and barbecue, plenty of shade now. There you go. The Teresa McChain, thank you for the super chat. I'm with Gabby. Don't go on small ships. Man, all you small ship haters, missing out.
No, there's nothing to do. You walk one step and you're already on the other side of the boat. Like,
Sharon booked a cruise for next year. When do all the excursions show up? I have a particular one in mind and it isn't offered yet. There is no exact time, Sharon, when those things might show up. You got to keep checking back periodically for them to appear, but just keep checking back. Again, you have, you said you're early next year, so you're probably within like 9 months or so. I check back closer to about 6 months. Another thing you could do, Sharon, is also look and book a tour on your own, not through the cruise line. That'd be another option for you. Next question. Can I drink a can of soda in the Windjammer? Yeah, if you ask for the can, they usually can bring that for you. Next question. Ooh, Cameron, thank you for the super chat. Thoughts on the new Cozumel Beach Club? You know, obviously we didn't know very little details about it, but Royal Caribbean did announce like 2 weeks ago they're going to build a Royal Beach Club in Cozumel. Now, Cozumel is not a port that I necessarily would have listed as one I think that needs a beach club in the same way that Nassau needs a beach club. But the thing I really like about the fact that there's going to be one there is it's going to add more competition. And competition is good for consumers. Here's an economics lesson for you, Gabby. Competition is good. The more competition there is, that means better innovations, lower pricing. See, there you go. And this applies here as well. So while I don't know yet what's available there, I think number one, there are a subset of cruisers who only want to book things through Royal Caribbean, and having a Royal Caribbean run tour would certainly be appealing to them. Even if that isn't where you fall into, I do think there's also a advantage, if you will, of having a Royal Caribbean tour there, because again, it puts other excursions on notice. And again, more competition is, as Gabby would say, more gooder. Is the lunch teppanyaki and Odyssey the same experience, or is dinner a must? It's the exact same thing, but it is very good.
Biggest teppanyaki.
Hibachi.
It's hibachi.
It's the same thing. On Odyssey, it's called teppanyaki.
That's the exact same thing. Whatever.
Let's see here. Which is the best of the smaller ships? Definitely the Radiance class. I love those quite a bit. Big guy, what do you think of the shows on Navigator, and why can't you make reservations on the
Navigator?
app? Navigator has Ice Skate on there. Mm-hmm. It's like Mariner. It's that size ship.
Yeah, but like what shows?
I don't know. Shows. The reason we can't make reservations in the app is it's not necessary to make reservations in the app. You don't need to do that, so that's why there's no option for it. The ice skating show is by far my favorite. There's the production shows in the main theater. You know what they have on Navigator? Showgirls.
Go see that. That's the best show on that whole that isn't a Broadway show.
Yeah, but
love that show.
I still like that show. This is a good one. Let's see here. Other than Oasis, aside from Wonder, Oasis, and Harmony, which ships have water slides? A lot. Symphony, Oasis, Harmony. We got Symphony,
Mariner.
Freedom, Mariner, Navigator, Liberty, Adventure.
What's the one that Navigator is? Navigator the one that has the good slides?
Yeah, Navigator has those.
Whatever ship we're going on.
Voyager.
Before New York.
That's Liberty.
Oh, because that one has like the.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that one has the one that's the one. Let's see here. New and old Funko Pop unboxings. Thank you for the super chat. Gabby, our son is 12. How is an Alaska cruise from your perspective?
Depends on where you go. Where's that place I got the good salmon?
That was in Sitka.
Okay, if you go to Sitka, go get the good salmon. It's really good, and it's that salmon is like the only thing I eat, like the only fish that I'll eat.
Okay. So, besides that, you also
that stuff is good.
You like the tours.
Wherever they have like dog sledding, that's fun. If there's like enough stuff to do dog sledding, that's fun because then you get to meet the dogs after, and like they give you hot chocolate and stuff if it's cold enough out.
Did you like the excursion where we went to the waterfall where you hike over there?
No.
Yes, you do.
No, I was literally so scared some bear was gonna jump out at me.
That was later in the tour. What about the one where we rented a Jeep? That was fun.
No. It was not fun.
That was fun. She had a good time.
No, I did not.
Chris, thanks for the super chat. My son turns 21 on the third day of the sailing. Would he be able to get the deluxe beverage package then, or we have to purchase all of his drinks? I'm not sure. Technically, I believe the rule is the age you are on the first day. I would say this, Chris. In that scenario, you got to be able to go to guest services and plead your case. I would imagine that would be okay. Russ Crawford. Russ, thanks for the super chat, buddy. Hey, buddy, let's jump on the ship. This new co-host is great. Talia says hello. It's Holly's granddad.
Hi, Talia.
And yes, Russ, Freedom May 20th is definitely the play right there.
Farm.
We do. Let's see here. Jeff, we have August 12th, Utopia of the Seas. Have you booked for Utopia this summer? Yes, we're doing a back-to-back on Utopia. Have you heard anything about Royal Railway and when Royal Caribbean will start accepting reservations, star class costs? I don't know, Jeff, the answers to any of your questions, unfortunately, because there isn't an answer yet. Basically, it's going to come at some point. This happened with Icon, Jeff, where on Icon of the Seas, the Empire Supper Club wasn't available until closer to the beginning of the first sailing. So I suspect it'll be something like that. Becky agrees with you, Gabby, that she hates dodgeball.
There's nothing fun about getting hit in the face with a ball.
Me and him in Tennessee. Does Wonder of the Seas charge a fee when playing slots and using your room card as payment? No. That's a little workaround for that. Does Royal Caribbean provide any specialties, perks for anniversary celebrations? Off the bat, no. I mean, obviously, if you're in a restaurant and you tell them, hey, it's your birthday or your anniversary, they'll probably sing to you and bring you a cake or something like that. But that's about the extent of it.
If you go to 150, they'll bring you a whole entire cake.
There you go. Let's see here. Going to Adventure of the Seas on Friday. Do you think Coco Key Water Park will be busy? Yeah. I mean, more often than not, it's sold out.
Also depends on if there's more than one. If you
Ship.
get lucky. If there's only one ship, it's still pretty crowded, but the lines are a lot less than when there's two ships or three ships or whatever.
All right, Gabby, I got a joke for you from Kevin. Did you know that trees poop? How else do you get number 2 pencils? Get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Sorry, Kevin, your jokes aren't funny.
No more dad jokes, guys.
You want more dad jokes? Adam, thank you for the super chat. Matt, you are funny.
That is a lie. They're just telling you things to make you feel better.
I know the truth. The chat knows the truth as well. When is the lure going in dry dock reservations? Next year. Can Gabby start her own YouTube channel, Cruise Life? You want to start your own?
How many embarrassing videos of my dad would be on there? I would love to do that.
Kevin agrees with you, by the way, that larger ships rule. Nessa, thank you for the super chat. If I wanted to do specialty dining for 3 nights, would you recommend purchasing the unlimited dining package or each restaurant individually? I would definitely book the 3-night dining package. You're going to save a lot more money doing it that way. So I would definitely go with the dining package for sure. Danette, I'm with you. Some people prefer smaller ships. Absolutely. See? There's room in this world for small and big.
You remember what happened the last time you decided to go on a small ship? Guess who got COVID?
That was 2 years ago. That was fine. Barbara wants to know. Oh, not Barbara. Not yet. Jess, what's the fun for Navigator for kids 7, 10, and 15?
15, go to the Teens Club. 7 is...
Adventure Oceans. That's Aquanauts. Or not Aquanauts, Explorers.
So the 7 and 10-year-olds would be together.
Together, yep.
Gaga Ball. For the teen, it just depends on what they're doing that night.
Don't forget they have the water slides. So they have 2 different water slides on Navigator. And these are on water slides you don't find on any of their ships. They have a mat racer, and then they have the water aqua coaster slide. So that's going to be in and of itself really, really good. Barbara, thanks for the super chat. Icon again, 26 days. Price of Empire Supper Club, $200 a person.
What the heck is Empire Supper Club?
It's a hoity-toity, very fancy dinner experience. Many courses. It's very good, though. Ron Ladowski. Ron, thank you for the super chat. I agree with Gabby. In my opinion, Freedom class are small ships. So he wouldn't even go on for like Freedom of the Seas. He thinks that's too small.
I've never been on Freedom of the
Yes,
Sea.
you have. How did you see Ellie was on Independence?
Ellie was on
You've been on Freedom.
Whatever.
Trust me when I tell you.
No, it was Independence because that was the shit that Mom went on by herself.
Yeah, Freedom is the one that has the Rainbow Bridge. Any of those classes.
Mariner doesn't have a.
Correct. Mariner's not one of those.
Oh, okay.
You've been on them.
Okay.
Ron, ask Abby again after June when we go on Liberty of the Seas. Gustavo, thank you for the super chat. I booked Utopia for next April. If we decide to stay on the ship during a port day, will all the bars, restaurants, and water slides be open to take advantage of them all? Yes. The bars, yes. Water slides, yes.
Okay.
Restaurants, some of them. Like, you'll have the Windjammer, especially restaurants won't be available. Main dining room won't be available, but room service and the Windjammer will be there. So you still have the core stuff. You won't go hungry by any means.
If you stay on the ship during Coco Cay, there's literally nobody there.
That's a nice advantage. Yeah. So what Gabby's saying is that if you stay on board the ship, what advantage is it's kind of like having the ship to yourself.
During Coco Cay specifically.
Right.
Because most people get off.
There you go. Shoshana, thank you for the super chat. 41 Days to Harmony. You're a brave man. Gabby is cracking me up. I want to buy you a dad's joke book for your next family cruise.
Don't do it.
Gabby loves dad jokes.
No.
James thinks you're the new host, Gabby.
Yeah. Better.
Let's see here. Next question. Sorry. There. Rai, thank you for the super chat. I think again, how can we find out which performers are on our cruise? Like who's at the Schooner Bar, who's going to be on Spectre, etc. Unfortunately, you won't be able to know it ahead of time. Best you could do is a couple days before your cruise in the Royal Caribbean app, it will list it. Beyond that, there's really no way to know about it. I do know that actually for the Schooner Bar, you could cheat. The Teresa McChain runs a great Facebook group about the Schooner Bar performers, and you could get an idea on that. But for most people, I think looking in the app is how they figure it out. Jamie, getting a dining package for the first time, would you say go with a 3-meal or unlimited? I mean, you would
Depends
probably...
on how many people. I say you should go unlimited, but that's because I don't have to pay for it.
See, she's telling the truth here. You can't argue with that. Everything tastes better when you're not paying for it. That's a fact. Next question.
Maybe that's why you don't like chops.
Lauren, the legend, Liska. Lauren, thank you for the super chat. Any chance Mason Jar will be part of Allure's upcoming amplification? Let us pray. I hope so. But nothing's been announced yet as to what will or will not be on Allure for the amplification. So remains to be seen there. But did you like your meal at the Mason Jar when we went there on Wonder? I forgot what you got there.
Dinner. I liked Aubrey's chicken. Aubrey's chicken was good. I think
my other daughter had the fried chicken, and Gabby found that to be to her liking.
Oh no.
Okay.
Probably. I think I got some sort of steak.
I mean, I'll tell you this much: Gabby did not care for the entertainment there because the singers in a country bar wouldn't play Taylor Swift. So that's going to be.
You have one job. Play the good music.
How was the Hideaway Beach Club experience? Fantastic, Eric. I'm really impressed with what they've done with that.
I wouldn't know.
That's right. A couple more years, Gabby. 5 more.
But Bella can't go in there because she's 12.
Let's see here. Ashley's Adventures and More. Gabby, we're headed back on the Wonder this summer.
Oh. Good job, Ashley.
That's not your friend, Ashley, right?
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
Do the chatterboxes know that you're live?
No, I'm not going to tell them.
If only I knew a friend in middle school who could. It's fine.
Alexa?
Yeah. Or I'm thinking Aiden, actually.
Aiden's not in there.
Is there a Royal Caribbean ship you haven't been on? Oh, yeah, many. I've not been on Voyager.
Yes, you have.
Not been on Voyager.
I've been on Voyager.
You've not been on Voyager.
Yes, I have.
She's not, believe it or not. We've not been on Spectrum. We've not been on Vision, Enchantment. There's a couple of them. There's a few left and that I've not been on yet. Let's see here. Next question. If number 2 pencils are the most popular, why aren't they number 1 pencils?
The people who made the pencils like to do the number 2 better than the number 1.
I live north of Tampa now. What's the best way to get to the Port of Miami besides driving?
Take the train.
Yeah, but they're in Tampa. I mean, you could drive over to Orlando, pick up a train over there. People do fly. I mean, it's a lot of
like
logistics.
A 30-minute flight?
Yeah, it's like a 30-minute flight, but you could fly. That's one other option So either driving to the train, or flying. Take your pick on that one. Next question is Ashley wants to know any word on being able to make. This is not your friend Ashley, for sure.
Never mind, guys.
Any word on being able to make dining reservations in advance when you purchase the 3-night plan? No, it's forthcoming. It's not ready yet. That's the only answer I've gotten from Royal. Steve, thank you for the super chat. We're going on Icon 61 days. How can I see how long the ship will be in St. Thomas? And what was the private boat you booked for St. John? You can look at the easiest way to figure it out. Well, there's a couple ways. One, you can look at your original itinerary you booked. Honestly, Steve, what I do is I just Google the Wonder of the Seas and the date you're going. There's a number of websites that just basically list the itinerary, and you can figure it out from there. That's another way to do it. The app might have that information as well. And the private boat we booked in St. John was through Sonic Charters. If you Google Sonic Charters St. Thomas, you will find it over there.
Was that the good one?
Yeah, I think if you mean that, yes.
The one we just went on.
Yes. Tony, thanks for the super chat. So 2 questions. Matt, does Oasis of the Seas have those wristband things? The WoW bands? Yes, they do. Also, is there a list of Broadway shows specific to each ship? Didn't realize when I booked my Mediterranean cruise on Oasis, it would be Cats.
I want to go see Cats.
Well,
Cats is a very underrated musical. You should go see it.
We have a list at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com, but essentially Oasis has Cats, Allure has Mamma Mia, Harmony has Grease, Symphony has Hairspray. Yes.
So then Harmony and Independence have Grease?
Independence has Grease also. Liberty of the Seas has Saturday Night Fever, so you can see that when we go on Liberty.
I don't know what that is, but okay. Should start a petition to put Hamilton.
I think that's it. Tony Diaz, thanks for the super chat. I agree with Gabby that Matt guy is not funny. He just doesn't, let me say, he doesn't agree with you. He just wants to make me feel bad.
I like that.
Tony's a mean man.
So are you.
Bernard, too, thank you for the super chat. Does Playmakers and Odyssey show pay-per-view UFC fights? They do not. They don't have access to it if they wanted to show it, so they don't. What you could do, though, Bernard, if it's possible, is to stream the fight because the Wi-Fi will be good enough for that, so that'd be an option for you. Yesterday, I was mugged by 6 dwarves. Not happy.
I'm a dwarf.
Get it? It's a dad joke.
No.
I was mugged by 6 dwarves. Not happy. That's a good one. I like that
I'm
one.
about as tall as the 7 dwarfs, so.
Here's another dad joke. Why is the cruise countdown calendar almost done? Its days are numbered.
I mean, I get it, but it's not funny.
Sorry, David. Man, we gotta find it. There's got to be one dad joke that you would like, Abby. Kevin Bailey, thank you for the super chat. Have you ever done Chef's Table Experience? Yes. And or the ship tour. Yeah, Chef's Table Experience is very long, but if you're a foodie, if you consider yourself a foodie and love wine, it's a great choice for you. We've done the ship tour as well a couple different times. If you ever thought to yourself, Kevin, boy, it would be really cool to be able to go to the bridge and see the engine room, then it's a tour for you.
No, the only thing I want to do is go see backstage.
So that's an option. See if you think that then.
Yeah, but then you have to go through the whole tour, and there's only one part I want to see.
Yeah.
I've already been to the bridge.
Gabby is my daughter.
I'm the best daughter. I'm the better daughter.
Debatable by a long shot. How many Crown Anchor points does Gabby have?
400 something, almost 500.
There you go. Here's another one for you, Gabby. What kind of music terrifies balloons? Pop music.
I mean, I get it. It's like that Elsa joke. That's like the Let It Go thing.
Okay.
You know?
No, but I'll go with you on that one. If you stay on the ship at Coco Key, is there any food other than the room service? Yes, Windjammer will definitely be open.
I know the answer to the super chat one.
Okay, go. Well, then read the super chat and then answer it.
Okay. Thank you to me. I'm the only important one on that. What is the benefit of booking a cruise through Next Cruise? Thinking of booking an Alaskan cruise while on Utopia sailing. You get cruise credit.
You do, and reduced deposit.
Reduced deposit.
That's the main reason to do that. The thing, though, Gustavo, is I'm going to tell you, if you're thinking of booking an Alaska cruise today, and obviously you're not on your ship right now in Utopia, you should book it today. Don't wait. The problem with booking it on board is by the time you wait to go book it on board, the price could have gone up between now and then, thus negating those extra credits that Gabby was telling you about. So my advice to you is book it now. If you're on board the ship, though, and you suddenly are struck with the idea, the inspiration to book a cruise, then that's totally fine on that one. Oh, you know who's on? Is in here? Mason and Marcus's dad. No comment from you. Favorite cocktail and icon other than 1400.
I'll tell Lorelai.
You know, pro tip: don't be on your phone during a broadcast.
I'll tell Lorelai.
Favorite cocktail and icon other than the 1400. That's a great question. Oh,
Strawberry daiquiri.
The espresso based cocktails they have at Ryan Bean are really good. Sugar. Let's see here. Molly, it's your birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, Molly. Oh, here's another one for you, Gabby. I tried to take a photo of a wheat field. It turned out grainy.
I didn't get it, but you guys have to try harder. If you give me a Taylor Swift joke, I'll laugh.
Rard, thank you for the super chat. Any must-do onboard activities on Icon? 24/7 food. There is food available 24 hours a day.
You should get a bowl full of pickles. It's very good.
They have actually food available 24/7 at Pearl Cafe, so that's one option for you. Must-do activities. I mean, the water. They have a water park on board that ship, so that's like a big deal right there. That's a must-do activity. Dueling pianos is fantastic, really, really good. I would say that's also a must-do activity on Icon. Russell, can I find good deals on potential cruises if I look to sail in January right after the Christmas holidays? Yes, this is one of the best times to go for lower prices. Is cruises right after New Year's because everyone's back in school, back at work, and nobody wants to take vacation time. So that's a really good time to go.
For you.
Here's another dad joke for you. Will glass coffins ever become popular? Remains to be seen. Get it?
I get it.
Somebody wants to know who is Taylor Swift.
You have a problem. That's what I have to say. That.
What is your Angie wants to know? You've met Angie before. What's your favorite Taylor Swift song?
Okay. It changes so often.
Often. There's the T is
Same
silent.
thing.
No.
A lot of the times it's all too well 10-minute version. I really like Daylight from Lover, but I also like. This is really hard.
You gave them like 7 songs.
I like every song.
Traveling on. Good luck in the next few years. My youngest daughter has just turned 18. Trust me, the struggle is real. Cameron, thank you for the super chat. We booked the ultimate dining package. How does a la carte work? Do we get a credit for each restaurant per day or only one? You get it per day per restaurant. So let's assume your ship had Izumi Sushi and Playmakers. You could go to both restaurants once a day over there, and you get a credit at each. So you kind of basically got it right there. Let's see here. Next question. Let's see here. Blue Lagoon showed up on the app for me. Have you heard anything about it? I've heard very good things about it. It's a beautiful spot, but it takes a long time. It's like a long commute back and forth. But other than that, it's a great thing. Oh, this is Gabby's friend's Ashley's dad. Ashley took over my YouTube channel for a few years.
I literally told you I knew that was Ashley's old YouTube channel's little icon.
Okay, well now the chatterboxes definitely know what's going on.
Ashley's not in chatterboxes. That's my theater friend.
We already talked about this one already, but Russell, but thanks for the comment. Does Icon have a Broadway show? It does not have a Broadway show. It does have Wizard of Oz.
That's a Broadway show, buddy.
No, it's not, because the Broadway show
It's Wicked.
No. The Broadway show that Andrew Lloyd Webber created, it's not the same one. This is an original production by Royal Caribbean, but it's based on the movie. But it is a Broadway style. It's a musical, so it's Broadway-esque, but not a real. It's not a Broadway show that came from Broadway, if that makes sense.
Take it from the theater plan.
Let's see here. Saw all the shows on Wonder except for the headliner show. Do they rotate the headliners? Yes. Headliner will usually be on a ship for like 1 or 2 weeks at the most, and they usually rotate them out. So yeah, when you go back on board, it'll be someone different.
What's the headliner show?
Like the juggler or the magician or comedian.
See a dumb juggler.
Well,
it is throwing things in the air and making them move together. Like.
Let's see here. Diane says, thanks for saying nice things about Cats, Gabby. The music is great.
See? At least someone in this chat has taste.
Skyfrog, how did the Pharaoh get so rich? He was running a pyramid scheme. You almost laughed at that one. Ronnie, thank you for the super chat. 26 days to Mariner. The Chuck Chauvin tour on Royal Caribbean says guests using home video cameras will be charged $6 to $8 at the site. Why? Does that mean cell phones too? Yeah. I remember when Jenna, our YouTube editor, went there. Basically, it's kind of like using your phone like at a dolphin encounter or some other tours. It's a controlled environment. They want to make money, basically. So that's the problem.
Don't do it.
Don't do what?
Don't waste your money to take a video. You'll get over it. Trust me.
How do you get a tissue to dance? Put a little boogie in it.
That one I've heard since I was like 5, guys.
Ooh.
Give me a Taylor Swift joke and I'll laugh. That's a good joke, though.
Let's see. I get so excited for spring that I often wet my plants. That is a bad one. Smoking. I mean, I get it, but like, yeah. Where do polar bears store their money? In a snowbank.
What's a snowbank?
Snowbank is like a pile of snow on the side of the road. Okay, well, when you have to explain the joke, then it's not funny. Why didn't a bat bite Taylor? Because she had bad blood.
Okay, I kind of like that one.
Wow, Aaron, you won.
Scroll back up.
What?
Scroll back up. There's a question about me.
Where?
Like,
oh, how old? Gabby's 13.
I could have been. I'm gonna turn 14 this year. I'm
Tom, hello. What does a baby computer call her father? Data. That's a Star Trek joke more than anything else. She definitely doesn't get that one.
Star Trek's boring. You're a nerd if you watch Star Trek. That's why you're a nerd.
Thanks. Yes. Yes. Do they have the balloon drop on Symphony? If so, is it worth going to it? They do. Do you like the balloon drops at midnight?
No, they're loud. And then even though you know it's not gunshots, when people step and pop the balloons on purpose, it sounds like gunshots. So like, yeah.
If Taylor Swift fans are called Swifties, what do you call Carrie Underwood's fans? Undies. Let's see here. RedX, been watching the cruise ship tour vids and want your thoughts on this. Would you agree that Freedom Class is just a quality of life version of Voyager? Yeah, they're more similar than not. The Freedom Class and the Voyager class, the Freedom Class is basically just a stretched out version of the Voyager class. So, yeah, for sure. Why can't a leopard hide? Because he's always spotted. Get it?
Yep, I get it.
All right, everyone's doing the bad blood joke already. Teresa's favorite Taylor Swift song is Lavender Haze. My favorite music artist is Taylor Swift. Oops, I accidentally left a blank space.
You know Swifties are amazing when they make it into the dictionary.
Which are the strongest days, Saturday and Sunday? Because the rest are weekdays.
I get that one.
Tony says Blue Lagoon is nice. I did their private beach. Didn't think it was worth it, though. Thank you, Tony. What did Taylor Swift say when she walked into a demolished house? I knew you were a rebel when I walked in.
I like that one. Ashley's dad is good at making jokes.
Gabby my daughter wants to know why you pronounce Windjammer in two different ways.
Because you're weird.
Because it's funny to say that.
No, literally, even the guy who works at the Windjammer calls it Windjammer. You're the only one who calls it that.
And your aunt.
But that's because you guys think you're funny.
Ainsley, thank you for the super chat. Off Symphony yesterday, and the teens were unsupervised and out of control from throwing equipment overboard from the sports deck, overflowing toilets, etc. What do you say about that?
It depends on how irresponsible some of the kids are in. When I was in like explorers age, these teenagers came in through like into the thing, but like I mean, since because you have like the people supervising, but since they're like teenagers and they can't leave the room, the teens can leave the room when they please. Mm-hmm. The younger kids
just say bad parenting. It's bad parenting. What do you call Taylor Swift in a boat? Taylor adrift.
I get that one. Why
should you never brush your teeth with your left hand? A toothbrush works better. We're doing Disney World before going to Utopia. What's the best way to getting from Orlando to Port Canaveral? Lyft or Uber. It's the easiest, simplest way to do it.
Or drive.
Why don't monsters eat ghosts? They taste. I can say that one out loud. My favorite. Oh, we did that one already. Gigi thinks Dua Lipa is better than Taylor Swift.
Can we kick people out of the chat? I don't agree with that.
How do you stop a dog from barking in the back seat? You put him in the front seat. Get it?
No.
How do you stop a dog from barking in the back seat? If you move to the front seat, then he's no longer barking in the back seat because he's barking in the front seat. Again, it's funny when you have to explain the jokes. Let's see here. My favorite Taylor Swift song is Shaka When the Walls Fell.
It's not a Taylor Swift song.
I don't know what that means. All right, here's a dad joke. What is Taylor Swift's computer password? I knew you were trouble when you logged in. How does Taylor Swift dry her umbrella? She shakes it off, shakes it off. You're not amused now? You called for this. This is your request. What did Taylor Swift name her Roomba? Taylor Swifter.
I like that one. Isn't that like one of your workers or something?
That is Angie, yes. Yeah. Angie, you got at least a partial thumbs up there. All right, running out of time here, and these jokes are getting worse and worse. How was Adventure of the Seas? If so, was with it. We had a great time on Adventure. We went there in the...
Hey, there was a question about me above. I'm very important.
Oh, here you go. Read the question.
What was Gabby's first cruise and how old was she? I think I was 9 months old. Was I?
Yeah, you were less than a year for sure.
6 months.
And that was on Freedom of the Seas.
Oh. How am I supposed to remember that?
Well, that's the question. You're supposed to know this personal history. Freedom of the Seas. We went there. We took my wife's parents and my parents. And we went on there, and it was a Western Caribbean cruise. So actually, I think you were younger. I think you might have been like 6 months, something like that, like really close to the minimum age to do that. What side of the chicken has the most feathers? The outside. Is that a joke? I don't get it. What bear is the most condescending? A panda. She would have to know what condescending means for this joke to make sense. How do you stop a skunk from smelling? Hold its nose. Let's see here. Oh, you're getting yelled at in capital letters on the internet. Your dad is not a nerd. He didn't get the Star Trek joke. See?
I mean, he's kind of a nerd. And he likes airplanes way too much. Like, they are not that interesting.
Mikey, Gabby is Diamond Plus and Crown and Anchor. All right, guys, we've run out of time here. Thank you so much for joining us here. Appreciate you. Thank you guys for checking us out. Best excursion to do in Nassau is our last question today from Jose. I like going to go to resortforaday.com. There's a number of different places you can go to and get a day pass to, and I like that quite a bit. It's pretty easy. I think it's a good one right there. So, all right, guys, on that note, we're going to head on out of here. Thank you so much for joining us here on YouTube. Of course, you can check out RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com for plenty more Royal Caribbean news, information, fun advice. We will be back again next Monday right here on YouTube. Yes.
Hold on. This is very important.
It's a school night. Got to wrap it up.
Hold on. This is very important.
What side? Oh.
17 days until the Tortured Poets Department comes out. It's the most important day of the year.
Great. Okay, guys, have a great week, everybody. Talk next week. Bye, everyone.